which is an honorable estate instituted of God, signifying unto us the mystical union that is between Christ and his church. Which holy estate Christ adored and beautified with his presence, and first miracle that he wrought in Cana of Galilee, and is commanded of St. Paul to be honorable among all men, and therefore is not by any to be entered in unadvisedly or lightly, but reverently, discreetly, advisedly, soberly, and in the fear of God. Into these holy estate these two persons present come now to be joined together. If any person can show just cause why they may not lawfully be joined together, let them now speak, or else hereafter forever hold their peace. Who gives this woman to be married to this man? God has so united matrimony with human life that man's deepest interest revolves around it. When a man and a woman have chosen each other and have come to the moment when they sincerely and publicly join into this covenant of life, they lay down on the altar of holy sacrifice to God, to each other, and to humanity. Thus, they will follow God's orders in his ways to find true happiness. In the Bible, we are informed, love suffereth long and is kind. Love envieth not, love vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth behave itself, unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth in truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Love never fails.
Chelsea, Chelsea, will thou have Chad to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, sickness and in health, and forsaking all others? Be faithful to him as long as you both shall live. For answering, I will. Chad? Will thou have Chelsea to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health? Forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you shall live. By answering, I will.
I will.
In the name of God,
In the name of God,
I, Chad,
I, Chad,
take you, Chelsea,
take you, Chelsea,
to be my wife,
be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poor,
for richer, for poor,
in sickness and in health,
sickness and health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until we are parted by death.
till we are parted by death.
This is my solemn vow.
Here's myself,
You get back over there.
Chelsea.
Yeah, I know.
In the name of God, I, Chelsea, take you, Chad, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish. We are parted by this solemn vow.
Blessings of the rings. The unbroken circle, the emblem of eternity, and the gold, the emblem that is least tarnished among the most enduring, are how lasting and imperishable is the faith now mutually and pledged by giving and receiving of these rings. With these emblems and endless devotion, you do now each other wed, and these marriage vows you do now here forever seal. Okay. Put them halfway.
With this ring,
This ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
Put it halfway in. Repeat after me.
With this ring, I thee wed. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Here in a moment, Chad and Chelsea are going to do the sand ceremony, but I want to read this first. Therefore shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and thus they shall be one flesh. Genesis 2:14 or 2:24. God created you as individuals, perfect by his glory and love. But God also said that it was not good for man to be alone, so that God created woman to be his partner and helper. Today, as you make a covenant before God and to join in marriage, you become one flesh. You have chosen to symbol your union with this sand ceremony. First, Chad will pour white sand, representing faith in God as the foundation of you as individuals. And then Chelsea will also pour some sand, representing yourself as individuals before you come into this union. Then Chad and Chelsea will both pour your sand together to represent your joining as one in marriage, completing an eternal, lasting, and another layer of white sand representing God watching over you and protecting with this everlasting love. May God bless this marriage so that you, as the inseparable of these grains of sand,
You guys can wait until it starts singing.
Colors and promise. How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I've loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I heart to me, and I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. One step closer. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
Insomuch as you, Chad, and Chelsea have consented together in holy wedlock, witness the same before God and these friends, by the virtue and authority that is invested in me as a minister of the Word of God, and by the law of the Commonwealth, I do now pronounce you husband and wife, united in pure and holy bonds of wedlock, and those whom God has joined together, let not man put asunder. Henceforth you go down life's pathway together. Let love be the charm word in all your relationships, and may the circles of your rings typify the unending happiness. May Christ be the head of your home, unseen guest at every meal, and the silent listener to every conversation. May heaven's constant benediction crown your union with everlasting, increasing joy and blessed, and unite your hearts and lives by the grace of the true affection of a happy marriage. Let us pray. God, we thank you for Chad and Chelsea. God, as we've come, we've done what you have asked. Bless them in ways that they never thought possible. God, as they become as one, God, they'll always be reminded that when things gets hard, look to you. God will praise thy name forever. Lord, thy blessings be upon them. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
May the Lord bless thee and keep thee. May the Lord make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance unto thee and give thee peace. And now we would ask you to kiss the bride. It is my privilege for the first time to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Chad McCollum.
It's Tyler. Wait.